No, I was talking to my dad the other day, and he knows me, knows my plight, knows my lifestyle, knows my situation financially and everything else. And he says, you know, you've been working your little job. Whenever someone says your little anything, you're working your little job. You got a nice little house. Would you want a girl saying you got a nice little? Okay, right. When someone says you got a nice little something, when they use the term, they're dissing you. Don't ever think that you don't that I didn't know that when my father said you've been working your little job, he was dissing me, man. So he says you've been working your little job for I don't know 5 years. I've been on it. You should have anywhere between $20,000 and $30,000 saved up. And he was saying it in a condescending way, as if I know you don't have it, nigga. But he's wrong. I just don't share it with him. I'm not bragging on it. Don't get me to don't. I'm gonna start this off by saying I know $30,000 ain't no money. I know that. You know why I know that? Because I have it, and my life isn't significantly changed because of it. Because listen, if I got $11,000 in credit card debt and I want to fix up my house, I need new gutters, I need new windows, and I'd like to update things too. But there's some needs and some wants there as far as this restoration of the house. And Doc, I hear what you're saying. I don't have a I don't mind talking about what I'm doing. I just don't want to show my house to everybody on the internet. You feel me on that? It's like it's not because it needs to be done or when it gets done I want to show it off. I don't think it's fair that y'all know the layout of my house and I don't know the layout of yours. I wouldn't want to know the layout of yours, but I don't want anybody, not just you specifically, Doc, just anybody. I wouldn't want anybody just knowing the layout of my home like that. So we're not going to do it like that. I'll just talk about what I'm doing as I do it. And, so 11,000 in credit card debt and home improvement. Well, that ain't going to be 30,000 long and unemployed. Keep in mind, you know. I'm waiting on that stimulus thing to work. But no, I'm applying to jobs. I got 7 more weeks of unemployment, and then there's no more money coming in, so I ain't gonna like that. But yeah, that's the thing. $30,000 makes me a dusty to you women. But look, okay, I'll take two black women that've been on the internet putting their business out there. You got Crystal Swirls. She takes on a white dude from not that he's white, that don't have nothing to do with it, but the fact that he's in a homeless shelter. I'm doing better than him. And then Sansa Ray was taking showers at Walmart with some dude that didn't have his own place. Hey, if my situation, I'm sitting over in a crib that's like reparations that's been passed down to me from another generation. Okay? And I'm not the only one that's the good thing about being in the family that I'm in. Me being, you know, having what little I do have, everybody around me's got more than me. I'm talking about, see, I'm the nucleus, like it's an atom or a molecule, whatever it is. I forget. I wasn't very good at science. So you got your nucleus, which is me. Then you got your protons, which is your immediate family. Your neutrons are your distant family. And your electrons are your friends, the two or three friends that you consider like family. All of those people are doing better in life than me. All of them. So they can look at me having $30,000 like, pfft, which is really how it's supposed to be looked at. I'm really not saying that this is some insurmountable feat. Keep in mind, I don't have a mortgage and I don't have a wife because I wouldn't have nowhere near close to $30,000 if I had a wife or a girlfriend or I was dating a single mother or if I had a bunch of kids to support myself. I wouldn't have this. So basically, he was saying you're right where you need to be. But, and that's really, I'd like to think that I need to be, no, I do think I know I need to be further along. And that's what I'm telling all y'all. If you're donating out here and can't pull out $30,000, you don't need to be donating. There's a girl, I don't know her name, but she was donating to them Umar Johnson people, right? And they referred to her as Mrs. $30. They didn't to give her a shout out. They didn't even respect her enough to say her name, but they did say that they took that $30 and went to have dinner on her dime. And she was in somebody's comment section talking about now she understands. I told her ask that shit. You don't be giving your money to these people. They don't even acknowledge who you are. And I will say this too. She was a nondescript girl. I guarantee you, if she was some light skinned chick with long hair, they wouldn't have forgot her name. That's what people do. And most people are nondescript. I'm calling her nondescript. She can think she's being insulted, but I don't care. I've said it numerous times on this channel. I'm nondescript. I walk into a room, ain't nobody going, yo, who's that? And the same with this female I'm referring to. She walk into a room, ain't nobody, yo, who's she? No. And that's most of you women out here. You just don't want to admit that shit. Ain't nobody checking for y'all like that. But anyway, you shouldn't be donating to somebody if you can't pull out no real money, and 30,000 ain't no real money. And I will be looked at, or as I am looked at, as a dusty being broke with this little bit of money. But the Sansa and the Crystal Swirls go for men that are not doing as good as me. Okay. And if I was, let's say this 30,000 was 150,000, I still wouldn't be dealing with you single moms, because I would have options in better women or younger women with less mileage on them. Y'all don't even realize it, that you can actually tell the spirit of a younger woman who hasn't been ran through like that. That's why these younger women are so more attractive to us ladies, because they don't have a spirit that's been dogged out by getting, your pussy like a used tire. You know them used tires in Pep Boys that they just throw in it? Yeah, that's what your vagina's like. Stop, try sticking your dick in that shit, fellas.